Welcome to Podnutz episode number 37. Today we're joined with Kevin Hollingshead, who is the VP of Business Development for Microcenter, a place that I'm sure you've heard me talk about a lot in the past. So that's pretty exciting. Now, before we start, if you haven't gone to podnutz.com and checked out the laptop repair videos, definitely do that. You can pre-order them for $47. The release date for the videos is September 1st, 2009. Over 10 hours of HD video for laptop repairs. If you ever want to know how to fix a laptop, this is how you do it. Okay, let's get right into the interview with Kevin. Okay, I'm here with Kevin Hollingshead, who is the VP of Products and Business Development at Microcenter. And anybody who has been listening to the show knows I talk about Microcenter all the time. And I'm really happy to have somebody from Microcenter here with us today. We're going to learn a little bit about the history of the business and, you know, where it's going in the future and why it's a great place if you have one near you, or even if you shop online, where it's a great place to buy your parts for any kind of computer activities you're doing. Hey, Kevin, thanks for joining us.
Sure, glad to be here.
I really appreciate it, and I'm serious. Like I said, I talk about Microcenter all the time, so I got a lot of questions for you, and this should be a pretty fun interview to do. So why don't you start off by telling us the history of Microcenter? How did it start, or what is Microcenter?
Well, Microcenter is a chain of computer stores. There's 21 now, 22nd opening in the fall in near St. Louis in Brentwood, Missouri. We are focused almost obsessively on trying to be the best computer store it is possible to be. We think we're the only people really focused on that more than anything else. There's other great places to shop for computers, but all of them really have another business that is as important or more important to them, whereas we really think nothing's as important as the computer business. That's really what we're focused on.
Well,
Microcenter was started in 79,
okay,
almost 30 years ago. We are privately held. We're not, so we don't answer really to anybody except our ownership, and everybody who owns Microcenter either works here or used to.
Okay. Yeah, Microcenter. It's to me, it's like a supermarket for computers. I mean, you have aisles and aisles and aisles of computer stuff. Whereas if you go to like another type of store, like that's, you know, we can name some, a couple like Best Buy or, you know, what used to be Circuit City. You know, they have a computer section, and it's weak. You know, you can buy something, and then if you want to buy any accessories or anything like that, you're going to get, you know, charged really high premiums for these items. And I found your prices are competitive with like online prices.
Well, we're trying. We're certainly not ignoring the online. We've talked to our customers, which we do a lot, by the way. We believe in surveying our customers, and 90% of them shop online before they come into our store. So it's crazy to attend. They don't know what the prices are.
Right. And then you match Newegg prices on a lot of things, on processors and I think some other stuff now too. Is that right?
Well, as things that we think are core important, such as processors, we track not just Newegg, but all the internet guys as closely as possible, because we simply can't afford to let that business go online because those guys have a lower overhead than we do.
Right, exactly.
It's pretty important, yeah.
Now, I mean, that's one of the questions I wanted to ask you, and we'll get back to the history, but online prices. I mean, how do you guys compete as a retail store with online prices? How are you able to compete with that?
Well, a lot of the reason is because of our people. You know, you mentioned Best Buy, Circuit City, CompuSale, those kind of guys, and frankly, all of them really trying to give you low prices by making every other cost as low as possible, especially their people. So I'm sure you know the typical people who work at Best Buy, and I don't want to give them any grief. A lot of them are very reasonable guys, but nobody's there for a career.
Right.
You know, these people are there. They're waiting for their grad school application to come back or whatever. You know, they're there for, it makes sense for right now to do that job. They're moving on as soon as they can. We really think it's important to be able to give a customer an experienced, knowledgeable person. So our people have a lot of training before they even touch the sales floor. They've been trained for a number of weeks, and we pay them a good living wage. We've got people who've been with us since 20 and 25 years selling computers here. Our average is over 8 years of people who actually sell computers.
Wow.
So we think, so part of the reason why, you know, you go buy something from Newegg, well, you may have interaction with somebody there, but more likely you're just looking at a page on a website. You come in and buy something from us, and we hope you're going to talk to one of our people, and that person, we hope, can give you a better solution, can actually understand your needs and what you're doing about it, and can possibly make suggestions of things we might have that would go with that would also enhance your abilities, enhance your project, whatever you're trying to get done, you know?
Sure.
So And that kind of relationship we can build, that kind of a complete solution we can give, we think makes a bigger, more compelling offering. So it enables us to survive against the extremely tight margins of the internet.
Right. And I'm lucky. I live about 15 minutes away from a Microcenter. How many are there in the country?
There's 21 currently, and a 22nd opening in the fall in outside St. Louis in Brentwood.
Okay. Now, I apologize to anybody who's listening to this podcast from another country if you don't have a Microcenter there, but you guys still do have an online site too. Do you ship internationally?
We do have an online site. I don't believe we ship internationally.
Okay.
I believe we only ship domestically.
Okay.
We aren't really equipped to deal with customs.
Now, how is shopping online compared to going in the store? I mean, how's the online experience?
Well, we look at I'll tell you, the online has received a lot of attention this year. I would say that before the last 18 months or so, we really didn't know what to make of online because, like I said, we want to be a computer store, and
right.
Becoming just another also ran selling online didn't even make sense to us.
Right. But
now we're very focused on trying to make the internet a enhancement to people who shop our stores. So, for example, our big push now is aside from the fact that we're trying to, the way it looks has been overhauled, and the underlying search engine has been overhauled, and we're working very hard to try and improve the presentation of things on the net site. Our big push now is actually pick up in 18 minutes. So anything you see on the website at a particular store, you can click on it, and we'll notify you back in 18 minutes that we have it. It's here and waiting for you, and you can come to the store and pick it up at your convenience. We really think that's a big advantage that you can't get, no matter how fast Amazon and Newegg ship. They can't do it in 18 minutes.
I agree.
So if you use something right now, we're your place.
I've used that service. It's awesome because, I could go into Microcenter, which I do almost every day, and go through the aisles and pick something up. But if I'm in like a rush, I can order it from my shop, just run up to Microcenter, run to the register. It's already all there, and then, pay for it, take it home, and you don't have to worry about anything. And another thing I really like, which you guys look like you recently put on the site, is you say availability, and you say how many of each item is in stock for that particular store. That is awesome. Because
we think so too.
Yeah, I've gone to the store, and sometimes, there might be some stuff that hasn't been put out on display yet, or it's back in the warehouse, and you don't know that unless you actually look. Now you're able to see that you actually have the items in stock. So if you go there and say, well, it says you have 36 here, usually somebody runs in the back, says, here it is, we just didn't put it out yet, or whatever, and then you can still get that item. So I really think that's a great feature.
Oh, thanks. I'll pass it on to the web group. We're excited about it too.
Now, why did you guys start focusing more on the web? What was there was like a wake up call, or you just what caused you to because you said you wanted to be the store